Welcome to Module 3 of the Pre-Departure Orientation. This module will provide you with a demonstration of how to complete the Study Abroad course approval form and some important academic policy reminders. All students are required to submit each course they take abroad via the Study Abroad course approval form. You can access the form by logging into your Barnard Passport application and viewing your post-decision checklist. You will find it here under Study Abroad Course Approval Form. This blue button right here will take you to the form in Slate. You can also access it from the Slate for Students portal by logging into the Barnard portal, going to the Academics heading, and clicking Slate for Students. Then look under Transfer Credits, Study Abroad Course Approval. Please bookmark this page so that you can refer back to it easily. This form does not close and does not have a deadline. You will have access to it throughout your time abroad. If you know the courses you will be taking on your program, we suggest you submit them soon. If you do not have a tentative course list for your program, it's fine to wait to submit until you have more information regarding your enrollment. Again, the form does not close. The Barnard Global Office, in conjunction with the registrar, conducts the initial review of study abroad course submissions. Each course is reviewed individually and can take 2 to 3 weeks to complete. If you need to know whether a course will fulfill a certain specific GER, major, or minor requirement, please submit it as early as possible. This is what the Study Abroad Course Approval Form looks like in Slate. Please note that this is the form specifically for students studying abroad for a semester or an academic year. For students participating in summer study abroad programs, there's a separate form in Slate. To begin, the form covers several important academic policies that you should be aware of prior to completing it. These academic policies were also covered in both the pre-decision phase and the post-decision phase of the preliminary Barnard application. It is critical that your courses from study abroad adhere to the registrar's transfer credit requirements, so we provide them to you again here. The form requires you to read and acknowledge each policy in order to submit it. Each time you return to this form, you'll need to indicate your acknowledgement by checking this box. From there, you will choose your program from the drop-down menu. If you petitioned for a non-approved program, please choose Petitioned Program at the top and then manually enter the rest of the information. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to choose the King's College London program. Please choose the city as well as the country that your program will take place in. Then please check off the term that you will study abroad, along with the year. Then please input your program's course registration deadline here. This helps us to prioritize approval if your course registration or add-drop deadline is coming up soon. Next, please use Student Planning to upload a copy of your unofficial Barnard transcript. This helps us to ensure that your courses from abroad are adhering to Barnard's credit transfer policies. Namely, your transcript will be reviewed to ensure you are not taking any repeat courses while abroad, since taking the same course abroad as one you have already completed is not permitted to transfer. This comes up often with language courses, so please be advised that even if a course is a program requirement, if it is the same language level as a course you have already completed, it will not be approved for transfer. When you choose your program from the drop-down menu, the credit conversion rate is going to populate here in this box. The credit conversion rate has been determined by the Barnard registrar, and you should refer to it when submitting your course information. If you are participating in a petitioned program, you may email us and we can help you understand what the credit conversion for your program will likely be. Next, you are going to submit the specific information for the course you are requesting approval for. You may either provide a direct URL to the course with the description or upload a copy of the course syllabus to this form. If you provide a direct URL, please make sure it's a link that is going to work and that is not a password-protected link to a Google Drive, a student portal, or some other protected file. This is the most important information for the course review, so it's critical that the link works properly. The most common reason a form is rejected is because of a broken or inaccurate link. If there isn't a URL and you are going to provide the syllabus as another file type, then you can click the upload button and choose the file to upload here. Then please provide the course title exactly as it will appear on your transcript. If there is a course number, please also provide it in the next box. Don't worry if there isn't a course number, but if your course has a number, please include it here so it can be easily identified when your transcript is being processed. The next box asks for the number of credits awarded by the program or host institution for the course. Please refer to the provided conversion rate to list the appropriate number of Barnard credits in the next box. So in this case, the host institution awards 15 credits, and I can see that 15 credits is converted to 4 Barnard credits. Next, you are going to indicate the type of credit this course is based on, either semester or quarter credit. Please also note the date of the first class, as well as the date of the final class. Next, please copy and paste the course description with as much information as you have available to you. The more information you can provide on this form, the less follow-up will be necessary to complete the review. Next, you are going to indicate the type of credit you are seeking for this course. No matter the type of credit you are seeking, all courses are reviewed for general elective credit first. For this reason, if your request for a major course is denied by the department or for a foundations requirement, it can still be approved to transfer as an elective. Remember that a course can count for 2 of these categories maximum. If you are seeking to fulfill a major requirement, then you need to select your major department from the drop-down menu. If you have a track or specialization, please note that in this box. We also need you to note which exact major requirement you are seeking to fulfill and the degree audit slot this course should be placed into. Lastly, we ask that you note if the course is from one of these 6 specialized departments. These specialized departments at Barnard must approve all courses for major, minor, GER, or elective credit from these disciplines. If your course doesn't fall under the purview of one of these departments, then you can click none of these departments. All major courses must be reviewed by the chair of the relevant department for approval. After your course has been reviewed for general elective credit, it will be forwarded to the chair or designated reviewer of your major department for review. Please note that some departments, like political science, have additional steps for their majors to complete in order to have a transfer course fulfill a major requirement. Please visit your major department's website or speak to your major advisor to ensure you understand any additional major specific process or forms that you may need to submit. If you are seeking the fulfillment of a minor requirement, you can indicate that here. You will also need to choose the minor department and indicate if the course should be reviewed by one of the 6 specialized departments. Again, after your course has been reviewed for general elective credit, it will be forwarded to the chair or designated reviewer for your minor department for review. If you are seeking the fulfillment of a foundations requirement, please indicate which distributional and/or modes of thinking requirement you would like it to be evaluated for. Please keep in mind that in order to be eligible to fulfill a major, minor, or GER requirement, a course must be at least the equivalent of 3 Barnard credits. Once you have inputted all of that information for your course, you will be able to click the Submit button. You will see that you have successfully submitted the form when you see this screen. This means that the course is now being reviewed. You will then need to return to the Study Abroad course approval form to submit each course you are taking while you're abroad. Once you have submitted each of your courses, the next time you log into Slate, you will be able to see them along with their corresponding status. So if you log into Slate for students, you should see any of the other forms you've submitted here. And then down at the bottom, you will see this blue button that says click here to track your study abroad course approvals. Clicking that button will take you to a table of all the courses you have submitted along with their corresponding status. Please make sure to log in often to review your submissions. You will be able to see in these columns if you requested the course be reviewed for a specific type of requirement. If you submitted your course for general elective credit and later would like for it to be reviewed for a major or foundations requirement, you'll need to resubmit the form again with this designation. If you submit many more courses than you actually end up taking, you may click the Remove Course button here. This will remove the course from your table. Again, please ensure every course which will appear on your study abroad transcript is submitted and appears on this table. If there are any questions about your submission or more information is needed about the course, you will receive an email from the reviewer. Please monitor your email closely and respond promptly to any follow-up inquiries. The status of your course will remain under review until you provide any necessary follow-up information. You will also need to pay attention to the transcript process for your program. Some universities require that you request a transcript, and others may be sent automatically. All transcripts should be sent directly to the registrar via email at studyabroadcredit@barnard.edu. The registrar will not accept transcripts from students, and it must be sent directly by the program or host university. Once your transcript has been received, the date will be posted here in this column. After the transcript is received, the registrar will process your credits and add them to your Barnard record. When the status changes to credits posted over here, your approved study abroad coursework should be visible in student planning. Please note that up until your study abroad transcript has been received by the Barnard registrar, all study abroad students are given a placeholder status in student planning. When you log into student planning during the semester that you are abroad, you will see enrolled for 12 credits at University College London, even though you might actually be enrolled in 16 credits. Please note that this is just a placeholder to show that you are studying abroad and that you are in full-time status, and it will remain that way until your courses are approved and your transcript from abroad is received. Again, if at any point you realize you forgot to submit a course or you added a course late, please return to the Study Abroad course approval form to submit it. Every course you take abroad must be submitted through this form for approval. This concludes Module 3 of the pre-departure orientation presentation. If there are any questions about the course approval process or you need help with this form, please email studyabroad@barnard.edu.